just wanna ask Robin and Julian here a few questions, and I will get to you in a second. I promise. Okay. Let's start with Robin. Earlier, you mentioned that you've worked all around Southeast Asia. You've had a lot of headed up fintech companies and all this experience. So, and now that you have Mocasa app, why choose to bring this app to the Philippines?
This is a very good question. I often got asked by our investors for similar questions. The reason behind it is that this year, I believe, is the best timing for Philippines. That is why we now focus on Philippines to offer this product. Because among all the countries I have visited, including Indonesia, Vietnam, India, Bangladesh, all those countries, there are several companies already ahead of our country, like India and Indonesia. And many other countries are behind Philippines, like Bangladesh and Pakistan. Philippines is the only country with huge market. We have more than 100 million population and strong demand. We still need great tool for cash and payment. We need better graded products. But these needs are not fulfilled yet. That is why we are here. Thank you.
Great, thank you. And to Julian, having technical difficulties there, but I remember when the question was earlier, building the app and developing it, and now bringing it to our country. What were those challenges that you faced while trying to put this app out into the market?
Yeah, the major challenge, I would name one, that is the difficulty in terms of doing risk evaluation for the major population here. Comparing with other developed countries, usually they have established credit system for everyone. Everyone has a credit record in the central credit bureau, and this information is quite important for risk evaluation in other countries. However, in Philippines, the coverage of credit history of population here is kind of low, comparatively low. So how we solve that problem is we need to find much more data points that is related to this person, and using many data aspects to predict the person's possibility to default, and then to make risk evaluation based on that. So we spent a lot of effort on data mining for picturing the user's profile, and also on the AI development, automatically making a decision.
Yes, one last question before we go to the media.
Yeah.
You mentioned AI.
Right.
How are you using AI in the app?
Right. So basically, the help of AI is trying to automate the things a human can do, and also even doing things more than a human can do. For example, when the user tries to apply for the credits, we gather some information from the user. User will tell us what's the income level, the education level, the gender, a lot of information. So actually, we gather basic information from the user, and sometimes we also get the basic information from the device. For example, the resolution of the phone that indicates the income level of the user. So we gather. So in our AI model, we actually aggregate 500 to 1,000 data features. None of them individually can decide if this user will repay or not. But if we use 500 to 1,000 and using algorithm to predict, at least we get a possibility for each user. What's their probability to default? And if we serve 1,000 or 10,000 users, it will be more and more accurate, so which help us to make smarter decisions in terms of letting users get the credit or not.
Amazing. All right, so let's get some questions from our guests here from the media. Sir, you were raising your hand earlier.
Yeah, from the lifestyle media. Number one, how do you get the clients or subscribers for approval? Do you follow KYC, and are you BSP approved?
I can answer the question. So first, the KYC process includes three major steps. First step is the user will enter their personal information, like the income level related to their personal information. Second is that we require users to submit the ID information to make sure this person ID information. And third one is the liveness check. We make sure the user is a live person when they shake their head and then blink their eyes to make sure the user is a live person. So this is how KYC process does. And for every time we acquire user information from the device, we always ask approval from the user in the app. And also, all the we compliant to the laws and regulations from the Google Play Store policy and also from the government policy. We have a dedicated compliance team that is reviewing quarterly for the internal audit for the data privacy related issues.
Yeah, in line with this, I had an experience that I didn't get fully approved because the last step doesn't go through. So even if I connected by which is actually weird, first time that I've seen an app that lets you connect to an SSS or a BIR, which it didn't happen to Gcash, Paymaya, or the rest.
Right, right. So this is the part of the special feature that Mocasa is offering, because if we get access to the user's SS information, the tax information reviews the user's income level, which is a key factor for the model to decide which credit line we should offer to the user.
So how about for us freelancers where we do not have a stable
Right.
SSS?
Right, so there are multiple ways. So not only for SSS, sometimes you can have other options, like your proof of income, any source of income. You can provide that income screenshots in the app to submit.
Let me add a few points here. So besides the social insurance records, we also include other proof of income like bank statements. You said that you are a freelancer, right? Maybe that you don't have a stable record of social insurance, but you do have a bank statement, right? Because you are making money, right? And furthermore, I think in long run in the future, what we will do is we will rely more and more on central bureau data, which means that we are not going to require a user to submit their proof of income in future. We have to rely on that only because the CIC data, the central bureau data, is still not rich enough for us to make determination. Once we have good enough bureau data, we will not require you to submit any additional authentic data after that.
Okay. Second would be, what is your target market? Do you have provisions to expand in far provinces in the Philippines? And how many are you targeting to be as your subscriber base?
We are targeting. I think we are providing product to be used by everyone. And we don't have any special requirement for our target user group. If you are older than 20 years old, and if you have a job, then you can apply for our service. And maybe we focus on the underserved population and unbanked population. Because if you already get service from a bank, I think the traditional banks can serve you well, right? But if you are not well served by a traditional bank, you can look for better service from us. That's all about it. Thank you.
Anybody else who would like to ask a question? Go ahead, Miss.
What are your